We are still in Tennessee. We're headed into Cleveland to the Academy to meet with Jennifer and Michael Chastain, and we're going to be working on variations of the Darce joke. Okay, so it is possible to catch this from what we've done up to this point. I caught this more, well, like turtle position, top side, but lately I've been feeding this in a lot from guard. So you can learn it from guard, but you can plug it right into the scissor half guard too. I've been playing the overhook personally a lot lately because of punching, right? I'll make it heavy. So one is here, I can grab my gi and he can play with it. How does that feel to you?
Meh.
Okay. For me, I like to come up a little, right? And I hook. This is the same thing you're doing with your toes. If I were to try to kick the wall over there and then place this, see that, hear the noise? He's going to have to engage that hand, which gets it off of me. Now, sometimes he starts to get the arm out. Oh, he limp arms, and that's when I start to catch that, which sets up with a possible arm drag. Now for me, I'm usually here, I'm controlling for a second. I can scoot up before doing this. I can also push the far knee. It depends on where I end up. You just don't knee them in the face when you do it. But I'll feed this through. You can feed it through just from the whizzer. He starts to get that whizzer out, pulls the arm out. Go ahead. See, I'm controlling the head. And then I'm set up to finish. So if coach is on his side, actually, let's face him up. Can everybody see his neck? That's a tough neck. I'm gonna put pressure on it. He's not taking a nap. See where I'm applying it? So I'm gonna change, I'm gonna come to the soft part. Right, and I'm just placing. So if he goes back to his side, sometimes when we place this, it's deeper. And I'm only going elbow depth. If I need to get more, I can sink my shoulder in too. See how this got deep? See how much more reach I have? Sometimes you'll just end up arguing here. Now if I do this, you can finish, but can everybody see the placement of the blade here? It's on the fatty part of the forearm, and you will finish here. He's pretty tough. So once I get this position, what I'm going to do is slide back so that the soft part of his neck goes here. Too deep. Slide back. Now, there's my finish, but I'm not done. So the next thing I'm going to do, I slide back. I'm going to turn toward him like that with the structure. It doesn't have to go a lot. But what this does is it messes up the integrity of the spine, right? You can see coach, he's got good posture. He's like, shoulders are in place. He's actually allowing me to do the move by displacing the shoulder. So I tighten up. See, I haven't even squeezed yet. So when I get there, I'm going to do this. You may not even get that far. Depends on how limber they are. Sometimes I'll bite the shoulder, pull the arm out. He can pull back. Oh, pull the arm out. Right, so I can fight and control the head, slide in. Forearm, oh. Wrist, disturb the spine, pull up. Now the last part of this, you see I'm holding all my weight up, is I'll sink my belly button down into the arm if I need to. It's like gears. Nobody got it. Two, tight, I'm gonna loosen up a little bit. Hips down. See, I loosen this up. You okay, coach? Yep. I might just place intelligently. Too deep. Right on the soft part of the neck. Oh, one hand. When we talk about choking is placement. You know, sometimes those guys will get too deep. It's on the meaty part. Scoot up a little bit. And somebody that's got a little finesse, you know, how does that, it's like you don't even know until it's too late. It's because they put it in the soft spot. They shut the blood off. Make it a strangle. So it's a better position to see the finish, but I would do all that in guard while I'm playing. Head control, stretch, bring him into me. And you can keep your hooks. Not everybody's head will do that. So do it slowly, a piece at a time. Good? 1, 2, 3. One of the unique things about the Academy is they are a 100% Living Mechanics affiliate. So they focus primarily on the Living Mechanics curriculum, which, if you're not familiar with, is a very heavily self-defense focused variation of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We take a look at a lot of striking in various positions. We sometimes will be training with a knife, a training gun, and one of the things we look for in that system is all of our fundamental basics and everything we're doing should be able to answer all of those situations. So it makes us take a different look at how we're doing our fundamentals and those sort of things in order to prepare us for how we want to perform in self-defense in real situations.